name's Ernie Hernandez with California Strength. We've been getting a lot of questions about flexibility and mobility. So today I'm going to go over a little bit about soft tissue release using a lacrosse ball and a foam roller. The two main joints that we're going to look at today are the shoulder and the hips. Those are two very similar joints. So if you focus on those and release the tissues that surround those joints, everything else will kind of fall into place as well. The main thing that you want to focus on with the hip is the psoas, which is a hip flexor. All right, so that's going to be tight on virtually every single person. So I'll show you how to release the psoas. With the shoulder, everyone's going to be a lot of times in a forward shoulder position. So the things that are going to be shortened are the pec, mainly the pec minor, and the lat. So I'll show you how to release both of those as well. All right, psoas is a muscle that attaches to the front of your spine. All right, and it comes down and attaches to the pelvis. So you really have to get in there and deep inside the abdomen to release the psoas, and then you got to work it all the way down towards the hip. That's why a lacrosse ball is so good, because you can get in deep in there and it's solid enough. What you want to do, you want to get on the ground, put the ball just below the belly button, and you're just going to use your body weight to really press in deep into the abdomen. All right, so if you notice, I have the ball right here, coming down on it, and just really put your weight down on it, and then you're just going to work it down towards the hip. All right. Just put as much pressure as you can handle. It's probably going to be pretty tender in the start, but you want to put as much pressure as you can handle to really release those tissues. All right. So do this long enough till you get some sort of relief in that tenderness. All right. It may not be 100%, but you want to get some sort of relief. The more you do it, the cumulative effects will eventually release those tissues, and it's something that you'll have to do ongoing. For the pecs, mainly the pec minor. Right, pec minor is another deep muscle that we need to use something like a lacrosse ball to get. You want to go up against the wall, okay, put your arm in a stretch position so you're stretching that muscle, and you want to get that lacrosse ball deep into the armpit. Right, trying to get under the big pec major to get to that pec minor. All right, you just want to put as much pressure as you can handle. Okay, find a tender spot, put pressure, and kind of just work it around like the size of a quarter to really start releasing those tissues. So for this one, you're going to kind of work around and get all the tender areas to release. All right, that's another one that's going to be pretty tender on most people. Now we're going to get the lat. The lat actually attaches to the front of the shoulder, but we're going to start working this whole quadrant right here, because there's a lot of stuff that attaches in this area. It's going to be very tender. Use a foam roller. Outstretch your hand, roll to your side a little bit, and you're just going to roll from the bottom of the lat up towards the armpit. All right. You can go past the armpit and get the tricep, because it's a part of that whole chain there. All right, so again, you're just going to get those tender areas. All right, kind of work around. You can even work cross-sectionally at the muscle, right, instead of the length of the muscle, and go different directions. All right. If you want to get even more local, you can use the lacrosse ball to do that. All right. You can even add some movement to this, right, to get certain tissues. All right. You go overhead. All right. So just work the range of motion of the joint, putting pressure on the tender part of the back. So find that spot to really release those tissues. And again, these are things that you want to do often. Make sure these tissues release, and good to do before a workout, after a workout, as much as you can. Do this maintenance on your muscles so you're not training sore. So the simple tool that we use, lacrosse ball, you can get at any sporting goods store. It's only going to be a couple bucks. Probably one of the best things you could buy and throw in your gym bag. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you soon.
So from here, all Rob's going to think about is pulling his chest up into the power position and moving through the top portion, working under the bar with as much speed as he can generate.